Now, I am going to demonstrate the Artboard's panel, I promised you, in the very next exercise, but before I do that, I want to show you how and why you switch out of the Artboard mode, because 99.9% of your time in Illustrator is going to be spent in the normal illustration editing mode, which is where you get your work done. You just drop into the Artboard edit mode every so often to, of course, edit artboards. I've gone ahead and saved my progress as 12pagemess.ai found inside the O1 Make Doc folder because, after all, we now have 12 artboards inside of this document, and it is undeniably a big mess. Let's mess it up a little further before we make it better. I'm going to Alt-click or Option-click on Artboard 4 right there to make it active, and then I'm going to drag it to a new location, down right, in order to move it. Then I'll Alt-Option-click on Artboard 8 in order to select it, and I'm going to move it up to this location here. And then let's go ahead and duplicate Artboard 5 into this area that I've left open. I'll Alt-Option-click on it a couple of times, actually, to make it active. And then I will Alt-Option-drag that page in order to duplicate it. Now notice that I'm bringing over not only the 5, but also the 1. That's a function, of course, of having this Move Copy Artwork with Artboard option turned on. However, what's with the 1? Why is it being dragged over? Well, when you're working with text, by default, anyway, inside of Illustrator, the program is seeing how big that text might be if it had both ascenders, which are tall characters, and descenders, which are pieces of characters that loop down. For example, let's say this 1 wasn't a 1, but it was a lowercase g. Then the descender from the G would loop down into what is now Artboard 13. And as a result, Illustrator went ahead and grabbed that 1, just because it could be a G, don't you know? But we need to get rid of it. And we can't do that inside of the Artboard mode. All you can do inside the Artboard edit mode is edit artboards. So to switch out, you switch to any other tool in a toolbox. And the most logical tool is the selection tool. So I'll go ahead and click on it, and we're out of the Artboard mode. Now I can edit objects. I'll click on the one with the selection tool. In order to select it, then I'll press the backspace key here on the PC or the delete key on the Mac to get rid of it. Now we want to go back into the Artboard edit mode, so you would click on the Artboard tool or you'd press the keyboard shortcut. And if you like keyboard shortcuts, why, then you can select the Artboard tool and thereby switch over to the Artboard edit mode by pressing Shift-O. And in case you're looking for a mnemonic that'll help you remember that, you might think of Shift-O as being very similar to the Open command, which is Control-O or Command-O on a Mac, because you're opening your ability to modify the artboards. Anyway, I'll go ahead and press Shift-O in order to enter the Artboard edit mode. Then, to escape out, you can press pretty much any alphabetical key, which will select some other tool in the toolbox. For example, if you press the T key, not only will you leave the Artboard edit mode, but you'll also select the Type tool. If you press the V key, not only will you exit the Artboard edit mode, but you'll grab the Selection tool. The reasoning being that a V looks like an upside-down arrow, and so on and so on. But perhaps the easiest way to work is to press Shift-O to enter the Artboard edit mode, and then to get out of it, just press the Escape key. All right, I'm going to press Shift-O to go back into the Artboard edit mode. In the next exercise, I'll show you how to manage your artboards from the new Artboards panel.